Hey, this is Kits and Snips, and today we will be building the premium Bandai exclusive high grade Gundam L.O booster from Gundam Wing Dual Story G Unit. Now, the G units does mean the two Gemini units that are part of the manga and their upgrades they get as the manga continues. It even does look like a wing kit when you look it in the face, as it has that very distinct Wing Gundam wings on its face, and definitely shows that this kit is a sister unit to all of those Gundams in the After Colony event. It has a lot of parts from the Geminis unit that was also released in Premium Bandai, but only really makes use of about 20% of the pieces on those runners. So you really do get a brand new feeling kit. But enough about that, let's go ahead and jump right into the build. And here it is completed. Now, this kit looks excellent. I like the way the solid colors draw attention to all of its different pieces, and I like how the head looks with the wings, just very reminiscent of the Wing Gundam, and overall, it just really stands out as the colors really do pop off the kit. When it comes to the height of this unit, no surprise, it stands about head to head with your standard high grade RX-78, which is only a little bit taller than most of the other wing kits, as they usually stand just a little bit shorter. Moving right into the accessories, I'm gonna start with the attachments. That's going to be these two side binders that attach to the shoulder pads on a peg so they can spin completely around and can open up like a clamshell. And then you have the backpack, which only really has those two thrusters on the back that can close over the bottom pieces and don't really have too much adjustment outside of that. Of course, what Gundam kit wouldn't be complete without a pair of beam sabers? Now, this does use those traditional pink beam sabers that are pretty common across the line, though I will say the beam saber handles are nicely square and do fit perfectly into these hands. I did have to break out the stand, however, as I started to have some trouble with the legs on this kit. And moving into the last two accessories, you do have a small beam rifle and a small shield that can hold the beam saber hilt. Honestly, these are super small accessories and don't really add too much to the kit outside the Buster rifle, which can extend for a, I guess, longer range mode. And then showing off that the side binders can be flipped on that peg to face forward. You do get this really interesting clear effect part that sits between the gun to make it kind of look like it's shooting, but it does sit a little odd, so I did have a little bit trouble positioning it, but all in all, probably the best way to display this kit. And lastly, you have the flight form, which isn't terrible, but it is a very basic flight form where the legs flip forward, the arms stay at the sides, and the backpack faces forward. But this is where I also found out that the left leg of my kit is broken, and it's just an overall fragile kit in the legs area. And that's everything. While I am greatly disappointed that the leg on this unit did break, I do understand that to get this transformation to work, they did have to hollow out the leg to get all of the internal components for it for that transformation. It is just very disappointing, as really all of the accessories with this kit outside of the side binders and the backpack are all just very disappointing. It just feels like while this kit had a lot of thought put into it for the transformation, everything else was just kind of tossed to the wayside. Even with the feet, it is just a very simple ball joint, so you don't get a lot of movement out of it. And with the arms that they are attached to the binders, you kind of have to finagle a lot to get poses out of it. So for me, unless you really love the Geminis unit and you want all of his variants, this is one I'm going to regretfully say you're probably going to want to skip unless you gotta have this kit. Music for this video was once again brought to you by Upbeat, not sponsored, with the song Delicate by Sames. As always, link to the music will be in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. It's not often that I build a kit where I really am unhappy with the results at the end, and while I think this kit is stellar looking, the fact that a piece broke on me is always disheartening. It shouldn't deter you from getting this kit if you really want it, but it is definitely one you are going to have to be more careful with. As always, if you like the video, leaving a like behind lets more people see the video as it comes out. And of course, if you have any questions about this kit, I am more than happy to answer them in the comments below. And if you find yourself coming back and watching the videos, just go ahead and subscribe. I got a lot more things in the backlog to get through, and I'm going to be posting them for a long time. So as always, this is Kits and Snips signing out saying, have fun building.